Fellas, I am losing my goddamn mind. 2021 is almost over. I'm gonna be 22 in like a month, and the first 2 years of my 20s have been unjustly plucked from me by a worldwide pandemic. And I gotta be honest, wasn't a fan of that. This development is not very poggers. I'm ready to take that time back to really grab my future by the reins and steer it towards a better direction. Now, I'm still living with my parents, and they're nice folk and all, but I can't exactly seize the day and live my life to the fullest while still living under their roof, so I think I should start thinking about moving out. And I don't know if you know this, but rent in the greater Vancouver area is fucking expensive. I can't exactly make rent on a retail worker, college student, not yet monetizable YouTube channel salary, so I can't really move out in real life. But I do know where I can move out. Welcome to Animal Crossing, baby! The game where every depressed and depraved millennial / Gen Z homunculus like me can live out their wildest fantasies, like being neighbors with a bald eagle, or owning property. This is the perfect game for me to finally gain some independence, so let's dive on in. After making my character, I'm flown onto a wonderful deserted island. Now, why I would willingly strand myself on an empty island in the middle of the ocean is beyond me, but I guess it worked out for Tom Hanks in that one movie, so maybe it'll work out for me. Do people still even remember that movie? Like, the Oscar-nominated movie where Tom Hanks spends half the movie talking to a fucking volleyball? Volleyball! I'm getting off topic here. I arrive on the island and immediately get invited to an islander orientation led by their fearless leader. That's a little weird, but I am choosing to assume that this is a sign of respect. Anyway, I meet up with my fellow villagers, Dom and sweet Jesus. Fucking Helga from Hey Arnold, but a furry. And after nodding politely at some propaganda, I finish up the orientation. I help my neighbors move in, set up a tent for myself, and before I know it, it's nightfall, and we're all huddled around a bonfire fueled by Tom Nook's personal collection of old books. Nook wants to name the island, but I guess my suggestion of naming the town Ballstown wasn't as funny as I thought, because Nook took over and named the island Nookwitz, which,
Auschwitz on our Minecraft server!
I don't think is much better. I don't know if there's just something wrong with my copy, but Tom Nook just seems weird. He hasn't stopped looking at Hazel since the night started, and when I tried to go into the tent, he said, if you know what's good for you, you won't go in there. Maybe the tutorial section is just glitched or something. The game doesn't actually start until I go to bed in my tent, so maybe I should do that. You see, Animal Crossing is a game all about making small incremental progress towards the bigger picture. You're supposed to take your time with it and slowly develop your town and pay off the massive amounts of debt you're in. Thankfully, in this game, Tom Nook lets us pay off our loan using Nook Miles, and we can get some of those by talking to the neighbors. And that's no problem. I should be able to finish this and get my own house in a flash. Just gotta talk to Dom and oh shit, where's Hazel? I swear her tent was here. Well, shit. Hazel's gone. Guess Nook Miles are out of the picture. Looks like I gotta work off my debts the old-fashioned way. Welp, it's been a couple of in-game months, and I'm officially Tom Nook's right-hand man. I'm living in luxury. Oh yeah, if you're wondering what happened to Hazel, I actually have no fucking idea. Nook said she moved to a different campsite, and man, I hope she's having a good time over there. Dom also went missing after a few days, and Nook told me that if I know what's good for me, I won't go asking about them. Which gives me the sneaking suspicion that Dom also moved to another campsite. And now our island is full of villagers who Nook deems worthy of island living. I guess Tom Nook is into blondes. But it's getting kind of crowded on this side of the island, and as the resident services guy, I think it's time to expand. Now, old fearless leader over here says the other side of the island is strictly off limits, but it's completely empty on the map. I don't see why we can't just expand. And as the resident services guy, I think I have a little more say on this side. Luckily for us, Animal Crossing has a lot of tools available for us to use, among which is a vault pole and a ladder, so I can make my way over to the other side of the island without raising too much suspicion to the boss man. Yeah, this side of the island is looking pretty nice. A little bit of spit shine, and I have no doubt that we can expand the island out here. Why is there a house out here? It's not even on the map. Is this Tom Nook's house? What the hell? What is all this? Is this an Axis uniform? What is that speech saying? Is that Benito Mussolini? What the fuck?